Okay, today we are going to be looking at the concept of probability. Probability is a concept that we use to show or to know the certainty that an event will happen in the future. And if you want to know the certainty that something will occur in the future, an event will occur in the future, we use probability. And you can just like, what is probability that it will rain today? So it means what is the certainty that it will rain today. So that's just what it means. And so if you are solving probability mathematically, of course you need to have a formula, and the formula here is probability equals required outcome over total outcome. Okay, you can look at this now. Find the probability of choosing a tail of a coin. Choosing tail of a coin. Choosing tail of a coin. Sorry. Find the probability of choosing tail. Choosing a tail if a coin is tossed once. So if you have a coin and you toss it once, what is the probability of choosing a tail? Don't forget that a coin has tail and head. The first side of the coin is tail, the other side is what? Head. Now, how do you understand what is required outcome and what is total possible outcome? So the required outcome is the number of the item which the question focuses on. Your question will focus on a particular item. The number of that item is your required outcome. And the total outcome is all the events in that question. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Look at this concept of coin now. The question on coin. Coin has two sides. So it means the possible outcomes you can have in a coin when you toss it up, it's landing, it can land on the tail or on the head. So it's just two. So all the outcomes you can have for a coin when it is tossed, it can be head or tail, making two ways. So that two ways is the total possible outcome, which is two. The required outcome now focuses on that item which the question is tackling, and the question is tackling what? Tail. Out of the two possible outcomes, the question is tackling one out of it, which is the tail. So tail, now we now ask, how many tails do we have in that coin? Is one. So our final answer is one. So our final answer is 1 over 2. So it means that when you toss a coin, you have 50% of choosing of having a head and 50% of having what? A tail. That's the meaning. Okay, let's change this question now. What is the probability of choosing a head? What is the probability of choosing a head? Probability of choosing a head will still be required outcome over total outcome. So what is the required outcome now? Okay, what is the required outcome? To know your required outcome, look at what the question is focusing on. The question is focusing on head now, right? Head. So how many head is there? 1. So what are the total possible outcomes we can have when we toss, when we have it, you have a coin. So how many sides do we have now? We have head and tail. So it's just 2. Final answer. You understand? Okay, I will change it now. I will change this question now. Let's use that. Find the probability of choosing, let's say, a 5. A 5. If a die is tossed once. Now, the formula still remains probability equals required outcome over total outcome. So, who can tell me now what is the required outcome now? What is the required outcome? I said, okay, required outcome is the number of items which the question focuses on. So the question focuses on what now? A 5. Then, how many 5? That's the next question. How many 5 do we have on a coin? So on a die, how many 5? Don't forget the number of that 5 is what we are writing. How many 5? When you have a die, how many 5 do you have there? Number 5 do you have there? 1. So your required outcome is now 1. You will look for the number of that item which the question is focusing on. So it's focusing on a 5. It's focusing on number 5 on a die. Then how many 5? 1. Okay. Then total possible outcome is the total numbers you have on a die, which is what? 6. Final answer. So if the question is changed that, okay, what is the final probability of choosing a 2? Probability of choosing a 2. Then the question becomes what again? What is the question focusing on? That is our required outcome. It's focusing on what? 2. Then how many 2? 1. Over total outcome. How many numbers do we have a die. How many? 6. Final answer. It's as simple as that. Please subscribe and get more of our videos, then you see more advanced questions on probability.